Hey everyone, it's Sherelle from Crafty Girl Down South. To all of my returning subscribers, welcome back. If you're new here, we're glad you could join us. I'm actually on my way to my mama's house this morning. She wants to go to the Amish market. They have a lot of things like fresh produce, pretty much fruits, vegetables, fresh meat. They have flowers in the spring and the fall time, just outdoor decor, pottery, anything that you could think of. But we're going today to get some large bags of sweet corn. And the Amish people in our area have the best sweet corn around here. It's pretty well known. And so we're going to try to get some to stock our deep freezer with. And then we'll be going through and of course doing the dirty part of it, shucking and everything and bagging it in gallon bags to put it up. But my husband and I, we're on our way out to my mama's house, and we're going to pick up her, Maury, and Alden. Alden actually spent the night away from home last night. Now, Maury said she called us about 2 o'clock this morning, but we didn't hear the phone ring, and he was crying to come home. But he did really good because he never stays anywhere without us. Well, I'll see you guys shortly. So in this portion of the video, I took you guys out back where they pretty much house most of their plants. And on this side, they have a lot of succulent plants. And really, this time of year, their numbers are low. Because I don't think they've gotten any new plants in. I know Mother's Day weekend, they said that those were going to be their last plant shipments for the season. And they said they were actually having a shortage, some of the distributors where they normally order from. But even though most of their plants have sold out, you can still see that they still have a good amount available. I love that hanging plant there. That would be really nice in like a basket, a hanging basket to hang over your sink. They are also always pretty stocked on like pottery and pots and things like that. Now this is only a small portion of the pots that they normally have available, and there is another area that I'm going to show you guys that is out by the fence by the road, and those are the large pottery pots. These are pretty small. Well, they're not small, but they're smaller than the ones that I'm going to show you later in the video. And then you see a lot of those tables are empty. Earlier in the season, in spring, in the early part of the summer, those were pretty much stocked fully. But now, as I said, the season is kind of drawing to a close, and they're going to be getting ready to clearance a lot of these items. So for those people that live in the area, that's a good time to stock up on your pottery and pots and things for next spring and summer. They even have a small greenhouse there out back. Now, I was really excited to see that they still had terracotta pots in stock. I actually have plans to incorporate some terracotta into my fall decor. And Dollar Tree only has the small ones. They actually have the larger ones, and they're also a pretty good price. The last time I didn't see those sunflowers, so those are always pretty to have. So on this portion, I was getting ready to head back outside because we were getting ready to leave. But I decided to take you guys out by the road to show you the other pots that they still have, the large pottery pots. And as I said, you're getting ready to see that even though it's the end of the season, they still have a large number of them, but it's nothing like what they had back in like March and April and even the early part of May. I was just showing you guys some of the moss and fertilizer that they still had available. But as you can see, these pots are large. And they're also, some of the larger ones are also expensive, but they are an investment because you can kind of use them year after year, either if you have a large porch or on either side of your front door. Some people in this area, if they have in-ground pools, I've seen some of the large pots that they display out there on their pool deck area. There's Jeremy, he's loading up everything. So we got back. Come here, Stinky. We just got back to my mama's house, and we're still out here. That's a plane that you hear flying over a crop duster. They live out in the country. So Alden is outside. He talked Jeremy into buying him some other. I told you guys he loved heavy equipment, so he had some backhoes and things like that. So we're standing out here outside. And then Jeremy and I are about to go to Lowe's because I'm looking for some wood to start on a project. You digging up? Come on. Okay, so this is what I purchased from the Amish produce stand yesterday. I didn't get a chance to film everything. Well, I purchased stuff yesterday and then we went back this morning and purchased more. Today is Saturday, and we also purchased items yesterday, which is when I did all the actual filming at the location. So today I purchased this large package of shelled peas, and this was $34. So I'm getting ready to place these in quart bags and freeze them for the next couple of months so we can cook off those. I also got some okra, and I'm going to rinse that, let it dry, and cut it up and put it in some quart bags and freeze that. We also got some plums, just got a couple of plums for my husband. We got 2 small watermelons, which were $5 a piece. And then we got this 32 pack of sweet corn. Now they give you options on whether you can buy the bag and then you can shuck it yourself, or you can go ahead on and buy the corn that's already been shucked and cleaned, and it's only $1 difference. So, and I think this was $17 for 32 ears. When we went yesterday, we also bought 2 other bags, but those are already in the freezer, and we are also going to take these and separate them into like gallon bags, because I still haven't separated the other bag of corn into gallon bags. But my husband asked me to pick up 2 more of these today. And my receipt for today, we've had a long morning because I've also did a little couponing today. Here's my receipt here. And then it pretty much shows what we picked up. So the plums were $2.66 because they're $1.18 a pound. The 30-year clean corn is $17. The shell peas $34. So total with taxes was $61.11. And also, because like I said, the other stuff that I bought yesterday is already frozen. Stop that. We also bought, you see these are almost gone, and we bought 2 containers of these cinnamon rolls. They make them fresh every Friday at the Amish stand, and we purchased 2 of these yesterday for $8.50. There are 6 large ones in a container. So yesterday we had already eaten a whole one, and then this one right here is what's left over today. But like I said, we picked that up on yesterday. So I haven't decided yet on if I'm going to include any footage on how we actually bag up our peas and corn into smaller sizes that are kind of ideal for servings with cooking. But I think 'cause I have so much stuff to do, I think I'm actually, I'm out in my garage. But these are, we just cleaned our freezer out, cleaned everything out, and we're in the process of stocking it with vegetables and as well as meat. And these are the gallon bags of corn that we've separated we separate them into gallon bags, but they came in the bag of, I think, 30 ears of corn were in a bag, and we bought 3. So that right there is 90 ears of corn in those bags there. My husband said we was gonna get another bag of 30 and then do the same thing to have it during the rest of the fall and winter months. And the peas are gonna go in there as well as the vegetables that we get in the next couple of weeks. This pretty much just shows the cabbage and okra that I was getting ready to chop up and freeze. With the cabbage, it was a little different because I wanted to freeze what we had bought, but it hadn't been cooked yet. And so normally when we cook cabbage and we have something left over, we freeze it. But I really didn't know the process of freezing it before it was cooked. So I ended up looking on the internet, and it's called blanching, where you just cut it off the roll and then you wash it and then you boil. Let your water come to a boil, and once it boils, you put the cabbage in it for about 3 minutes. And then once the 3 minutes is over, you pour it into your strainer, and then you place the cabbage in some cool water with ice to stop the cooking process. And then once the cabbage has cooled down, you drain it again and you place it in a pan or on some type of drying rack. And then once it finishes drying, you kind of place it in a pan and place it in the freezer. And after it sits in the freezer for a couple of hours, then you place it in a freezer seal bag until you're ready to cook it. And like I said, I had never tried this process, and I did the same thing with the broccoli because we had purchased some broccoli last weekend, and we hadn't cooked it yet, and I didn't want it to go bad. So I used that same blanching method with the broccoli too, and I ended up putting it in the deep freezer. So I placed it in the ice water, and I'm kind of just pressing it down there so it can go ahead on and chill and stop the cooking process. And then I also have several more heads to do this same way, but I thought I would just kind of share the process. And then I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to put them in a pan and set it in the freezer. Probably going to actually set it out in the deep freezer for a couple of hours because there's more space out there. And then I'll let it chill for a while out there after draining, and then I'll go ahead on and place them in the freezer bags. Because like I said, I just didn't want it to go to waste. This was the second head of lettuce, the second head that I had done, because I had already finished the process for the first, and then that's also the broccoli that I had to use the blanching method on before I did it. Okay, so I made it back out here, and I packed up a lot of the stuff because I did the blanching method for the broccoli. So I have it out there. I have the cabbage here in some bags, And then I have all of my peas in quart size bags. And then up here, I just have some okra that I have. And we're also going to continue to be stocking up the next couple of weeks to put vegetables in here, as well as stocking up on our meats for the falls. So this is pretty much what I've been working on in there all evening, on getting everything set up and bagged. I decided to go ahead on and share my couponing haul with you guys. I've told you before that I was an extreme couponer, but I haven't couponed in really since November. I've done a couple of hauls, but nothing like what I was doing prior to me stopping, because I was kind of burnt out, because a lot of people don't realize how much time and preparation you put into couponing. So I would prepare for trips for a week in advance. You know, I would work on my scenarios and look at sales papers and clip coupons, both paper and digital and all of that. So my mama had been asking me the past couple of weeks to put together a scenario, because she said she was running low, because I pretty much supplied most of my family members. We were stocked up, and I also sold bundles, and my stockpile has started to decrease too, which I won't mind kind of limited to the couple of shelves that I have in the garage, because prior to me stopping, my utility room was full of stuff. Like, all of my shelves in my garage were full, and then the stuff was coming all out into the floor in the garage. I had a lot of stuff, and like I said, you can tell since I haven't really couponed since November, and we're still using on my stockpile, although it is greatly reduced. So I just throw this together. Now, typically when I coupon, I only spend a couple of dollars for like tons of stuff, but because I didn't have any paper coupons and I was limited to digital, and plus there were not a lot of good deals, I just kind of came up with something for her, because some savings is better than none. So this is not by far my best coupon haul. Like, I would get 6 Gain liquid and several softener and all that, and only pay like $3, if that. So here it goes. So this is a haul from Family Dollar, and of course, you know that on Saturdays you can get the 5 off 25. Sometimes they'll even have that available throughout the week, but in most cases it's offered on Saturday at both Family Dollar and Dollar General. So the first item that I picked up were these Gain fireworks. They were on sale for $3.95, and I had a $2 digital coupon that I used for that. The Tide Simply Pods were priced at $2.95, and I had a $1 digital coupon for that one. Now, most of the time I don't buy these large pies, but they had a pretty good coupon. They were priced at $12, and there was a $3 off coupon on that. And then this 90-ounce Gain fabric softener, it was priced at $8.50, and there was a $2 coupon off that. So with all coupons coming off, the $2 off one, $1 off one, $3 off one, and $2 off one, plus the 5 off 25, my total before taxes was $14.40. $14.40. And you see our taxes are pretty high. I'm kind of covering up our city and town just because of security reasons. So it turned out to be $16.86, and I had a total savings of $13. So when you look at the before tax price of $14.40, it's pretty much 50% savings. Now, as I said before, this is not my best haul by far, but with the coupons that were available and with the time available, that's pretty good. Now, I also did another haul, and I'm going to come over here. I have it on this side of the table. because we went to 2 Family Dollar stores. We went to the one in the town that we live in, and then we went to the Amish produce location. We also stopped at the Family Dollar in the next town over. So this is what I picked up here. I picked up the Tide Simply Oxy Liquid, which was priced at $2.95, and there was a $1 off coupon. I also, I don't know what's wrong with this, it was been like this in the store, and the reason I picked it up is because it was the last one of the Gain 70-ounce liquid. So I picked up the Gain 70-ounce liquid, and it was priced at $6.95. And then there was a $2 digital coupon that came off of that. And then I have 2 Purex 128 fluid ounces, and they were priced at $8 each, but there was a coupon where you can use it 2 times in the same shopping trip. So $3 came off of this one, and the $3 digital came off this one as well. And then I also picked up this 12-pack of Cottonelle, which was, I think it was on sale. Well, it was $5 and there was a $1 off coupon. So after all coupons came off, both digital as well as the 5 off 25, because I have more than one account. So the 5 off 25, you can only use it 1 time per account. But if you have multiple accounts, then you can use it more than one. So I used one account for the first transaction I showed you and another account for this one. So my total came out to be, after all coupons, $16.45. And you see how high the taxes are around here? My total smart savings were $16. So again, 50% savings. I spent 16 and then I saved 16. So that's pretty good for a digital deal when it wasn't a whole lot of, oh, I forgot about this. This was the Shorman individual roll, priced at $1, but the coupon was glitching. It's a Shorman and a Bounty coupon that was a $1 off, but the coupon was meant for the larger packs of Bounty paper towel and Shorman tissue, but it was attaching to the individual rolls, making them free because it was a $1 off, and since the product was only $1, it made it free. And so this particular roll of tissue here was free. I didn't pay anything for that. So pretty much we had an eventful day. I just finished up with all of the vegetables, getting them packed up in the gallon and quart bags, and washing, like I washed my okra, I cut it up and froze it. I did the same thing for the broccoli. I did the cabbage because I didn't want it to ruin and we were not going to cook it right away. So I tried the blanching thing that I saw on the internet to preserve it and freeze it. So I packed up all of my peas in quart bags and put them in the freezer. And then now I'm getting ready to make some tea and boil my chicken for my chicken salad for tomorrow. So this concludes this video. Please subscribe to my channel at Crafty Girl Down South. Also, I would like for you to hit the notification bell so that you are always notified when I post a new video. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.